let's talk about, before we get off of college, let's talk about the new coach at North Carolina, University of North Carolina. They recently announced that they're hiring former Denver Nuggets NBA championship coach, Mike Malone. Miles, 2 sentences. What you think about that hire? Give me 3 words.
I'm definitely not a fan of it, but I see why they did it.
Malik, 2 sentences. What you think about that hire?
I don't like it. I believe NBA coaches have a style of coaching that's only for NBA, and he's not a college
Tuesday,
coach.
what you think about that hire?
I didn't like that hire. We got to give him a chance because they hired him, but I didn't like the hire.
No.
But I see why. If you look at the college game, it's going more pro.
So yeah,
like as far as not on the court.
Not the way not on the court.
Not on the court.
Still
but the way that they operate the organization,
right?
It's going more pro. Like
that is true.
The way he can go get players, older players out the portal and play. Like I mean, he don't have jokers, so it's gonna be interesting to see how he.
If I was North Carolina, I went after our coach. I'd have gave him all the money.
I went after Nebraska.
Either one.
I'm just
going to gave him all the money.
Pontificate a little bit.
They went after Vandy, but Vandy gave the boy a big money.
Pontificate a little bit out here. I think they really want, and I think they went after him hard. And the reason why I think they went after him hard is because of what's happened recently. I think they really wanted Billy Donovan, the former Florida coach.
Now, Billy Donovan was a great hire.
And then here's the thing, though. I think they went after him hard, and Billy said, I'm going to go take the UNC job unless you give me more control of Chicago. So in the last few days, Chicago's fired the GM. They fired the vice president of basketball operations, and now Billy Donovan is the highest-ranking person on the basketball side. So
also,
that tells me right there that somebody went after him hard in UNC job, and he was a top candidate. So Billy countered, and then you could probably expect Billy to get a raise and or a promotion soon.
And also, obviously, there's some thought process that's working in North Carolina because they just hired Bill Belichick, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of fits the same mold of going to get a pro NBA champion, a pro coach.
But the good thing, this guy younger though. Bill Belichick.
He's younger, but it's still the same mindset, right? Go get a guy.
Bill Belichick young too. He got a young girlfriend.
Some people would argue though. How'd that work out for you? You would have got Bill Belichick.
It hasn't.
You was terrible.
But I'm just saying though, the way they look at it is, you want a chip at that next level.
Yeah.
We're going to give you a chance. They're going to give Belichick a couple years to make them relevant.
But I'm with
totally different game, though.
I'm with Stephen A.
I'm talking about the mindset.
I'm with Stephen A. I'm with Stephen A. Smith, though. I know he would have left. I know he got a good job, laid-back job, but I would have hired Kenny Smith.
Who said they didn't make that call? Who said he would have took it?
I don't think
Kenny gonna take it. I'm gonna tell you why I would have hired Kenny Smith.
I wouldn't take it if I was Kenny.
Because my opinion is because Kenny's still connected out there with the AAU. His brother big time with the AAU. Yeah. A lot of kids they know. And the thing is to get, no matter who they hire, first thing you got to do, this is the best rivalry in college basketball for the last 20 years. Duke and North Carolina. Duke been kicking their butt in recruiting. Duke been kicking their butt on the court. You got to bring somebody in, and you got to compete with them. If you compete with them, then you rolling. So this guy, Duke got his hands full.
The rebuttal to that is high school kids aren't the premium anymore, right? They're the third level of recruiting at this point. It's transfers first, JUCO second, high school kids third.
You left one out. Because this man might got connections because he's in the NBA. Overseas guys, too, like Illinois. Because I guarantee you're going to go get some overseas.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know you got to connect.
There you go. I agree with that.
Now, my whole deal with Kenny Smith, though, is like, I think you do that in the NBA, where you don't have experience. You can be a head coach. I give you a couple assistant coaches. I don't think you do that with Kenny Smith in college.
So the chat
says,
the chat says the college game is professional sports now.
No, it is.
It is money-wise,
not the way they
but
play.
the way they play on the court is two whole different games.
I agree.
Talking about 48 minutes compared to 40 minutes.
And I like the new transfer. I like Melvin. I like the new transfer rule. I like the new transfer rule too. By the way, because now it's 5 years, I think.
Yeah, but that's not going to stay. And it's not going to stay. But
I think it's going to work.
It's an executive order by Trump that's not going to stay once they get voted through. It's not going to stay. Let me ask you a question.
I can't see them guys keep transferring like that.
I got a question for you, Malik.
Okay. No.
You're a Vanderbilt guy.
I think it's going to go real.
Vanderbilt inside out.
Yeah.
What would you have thought if they went and brought Jerry Stackhouse from Golden State, being a North Carolina guy, Jerry Stackhouse to be the head coach? He coached Vanderbilt. Right. Y'all had some okay years there, did some good recruiting there. Right. How would you have felt if they had brought Jerry Stackhouse in to be the head coach?
I would have thought that was a good hire. I'm going to tell you why. I thought he learned a lot at Vanderbilt, and I don't know how much everybody was really behind him. You know, I'm just keeping it real. I love Vanderbilt, but I feel as if Byington has more money. They have more people in the stands. And I don't know if they really supported Stackhouse like that. When I went there, I know it was around COVID. I think it was right before or right after, I don't know. But we played Florida at home. It probably was 7,000 people. That never happens, at least 12 to 13,000.
Gotcha.
So I think if Stackhouse went back, he's a blue blood from there.
It would have been not
So it would
bad.
have been a perfect little match.
I would have loved to see it.
And, hey, he had
So why
some
do you
good
think
years.
Stackhouse didn't get the shot, though?
Because what he did at Vanderbilt.
Maybe.
I think it's just
And
the
they was trying to do
mindset.
something different because the history of North Carolina, they always hired in-house.
Yeah.
Keep it in the family.
But Stackhouse played in North Carolina.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
know, he would have.
Man, listen what I'm saying.
That's why I
North
said that
Carolina
would've
got a
been okay
history
hire to me.
of keeping it powder blue, keeping it.
Right.
They said they wanted to go outside there. And I really thought that boy from Nebraska had a good chance because my understanding, Jordan was behind him getting the job because they had a little relationship.
Yeah,
with the
Jordan
Bulls.
decisions don't count that much.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Okay, you
No,
crazy.
what I'm saying by this
Come
is
on.
he has a lot of weight in North Carolina, but he's had a lot of opportunities to make coaching hires, player hires.
Oh, you talking
and
about the Hornets?
the Hornets hadn't
See, you
worked that
talking
well.
about the
for-
Hornets.
We
We
talking
talking
about
about-
we
we
talking
talking
about
about
the
the alumni.
No. He
They
got
let
no.
gear,
No,
man.
hold on.
They
Hold
got
on.
they the
Time out,
smallest
time out.
athletic team with gear full of jump man stuff.
Time out. No, people don't realize he was behind the Brad Daugherty hire when Brad Daugherty coached North Carolina before they went and got Roy Williams.
Yeah.
So don't act like Jordan ain't been part of North Carolina.
He was part of Roy.
Brad Doherty wasn't the head coach.
Not Brad Daugherty, the other, the white dude,
Oh, Matt
Daugherty.
Doherty.
Matt Daugherty.
Matt Doherty.
Yeah.
So
Matt
he was
Doherty.
behind the
I
Matt
ain't
Doherty hire.
I ain't like that.
Well, everybody gonna be behind their friends getting a job.
Yeah,
their
that's
friends
what
is
I'm
supposed-
saying.
That's gonna happen. They played together. Keep it in the family. But
Hey.
they went back to the family when got Roy Williams. He left the
Absolutely.
historical program, came back home and won.
So we're definitely gonna have more to talk about with college basketball because now the portal's opening up. Everybody's moving.
How many kids?
Changing
in the portal?
teams.
Mile.
You got a Tennessee.
Thousands.
You got a Tennessee women's team that has one player left from last year.
I thought
Everybody
they
has
had nobody.
They don't have nobody.
zero.
Oh, the last
They
one
got,
left?
they got one player that they recruited that's coming,
Yeah.
and 0 other players on the
The
roster.
last team. From their last team, they have
They
nobody.
have nobody
coming
left. They
back.
only got one high school recruit coming in.
Where's the loyalty?
Tennessee.
No, I'm gonna
a
say
blue
that's
blood
why I'm
women's
trying to-
program.
But they don't
That's
like
why-
that coach.
that's
That
why
coach
I'm
is a
saying,
problem.
If I had a player
no.
from Vanderbilt
That's-
go play at Tennessee, I could never do that. I
They
could
don't
never
care about
do
that
that.
nowadays.
But that's why.
Nah, I know, and that's wrong.
Nowadays,
But
they don't care.
fellas,
That's wrong.
that's why I'm trying to tell y'all, I don't care what y'all say. That transfer rule needs to come in, and I think it's going to come
Yeah,
in
they
because
need
of
to have
BS like
control
that.
over that.
Malik,
Going to
what you
6-7
got?
schools.
What you got?
About what?
About transfer rule. What you think?
I'm cool with it. I think they need to make it where they got a lock on the age. I'm tired of 26-year-olds playing
So
basketball.
you okay with them transferring every year?
No. The new rule ain't going to be like that.
No, I'm talking about.
Why not?
The new
Here's my
rule-
deal. I don't have a problem with transfer every year. Ain't nobody say nothing when old boy coached at NC State for 1 year and went to LSU this year.
Hey, man,
Ain't
we know
nobody-
you was going back to LSU.
But hold up, here's the deal,
look,
though.
he got
He
in
did
trouble
1
for doing
year.
stuff they do legal
Yeah.
now.
One time. One voice.
I'm saying, forget the reason why he left, but he was only there 1 year at NC State and went back. Nobody cares when the coaches do it. So why do we care when the players do it? We
Here's
don't say
the
the coaches
thing.
got
Here's
loyalty.
the thing.
Yeah, but very rarely you see a coach play at coach 5 different schools in 5 years. They
I
doing
agree
that
with you.
now.
Here's
Playing.
the
But a
thing.
coach can
Yes.
coach his
Playing, they
whole
doing
life.
that now.
I
He
think the
coaches his
rules
whole
should
life,
be.
though.
I think the rules should be in place that the coach leave that don't count as your transfer because you obviously
Now,
go
I
there
agree
to play
with
for the
that.
coach.
You ought to be able
But
to-
other than that, you go there to play for that coach is still there, and then you want to transfer every year.
They had 12 guys that went to NC State to play with him, and he left. Where
So they all
at?
should go.
They still
I
got
agree.
paid.
Where's the better go?
No. Will Wade paid them
He
handsome.
paid him well.
You know,
But
he
guess
known
what?
playing illegal.
Hey,
But hold on,
you
but
can
guess
cry
what?
river on that. You can cry river on that. I paid him well.
And he got paid. The coaches get paid well if I leave. They still get paid well too. I don't
No, but
understand
he
the
still
difference.
got paid.
They
right.
all get paid.
We're not gonna
That's what
solve
I'm
that right
saying.
here.
We get paid.
Let's go ahead.
So
Let's
I
go
don't
ahead.
feel that way.
Let's go ahead. That's a wrap.
Tell the
We're gonna
truth,
talk a
then. I'm
lot
glad
more
you got
about
the truth
portals
out there.
moving forward.